What's up, classmates? I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And together, we are the only black kids in the class. Back with another episode of Married Besties, laughing through life and judging more and more every damn week. It's good. Might need two hands. We're judgy, but the people are here for it.
Well, they're asking for it.
Speaking of asking for it, I'm seeing a lot of Mrs. Sawyer these days.
Oh, really?
Every time I open up one of these apps.
Okay.
First thing I see, I say, damn, who is that? I said, oh, that's just my baby. That's what I said. I'm telling you.
Talk that talk.
It's not game, baby. It's just my life.
Yeah, what they call you?
You heard about that, huh? Yeah, I'm a bad boy. What's up, classmates? We're back with another episode. It's a lot going on in the OBK classroom.
Yep.
And I say that because we're back with another episode of All Ask the Black Kids.
Didn't we just do one last week?
Just did it last week.
Damn.
My goal was once a quarter.
I like that. Y'all keep it coming.
Then we did it twice a month.
Back to back.
Now we got it back to back.
No Drake.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
I don't want no problems.
Hey, I don't want to get sued. Bro. I don't want to get sued.
Yes.
We're here. And we couldn't do this without you. So
That's right.
We greatly appreciate you.
Where can they send it to us?
They can send it to us at asktheblackkids@gmail.com.
Or
you can do what they out here saying. What they out here really doing these days is onlyblackkids.com.
That's onlyblackkids.com.
What is it?
Onlyblackkids.com.
Oh, it's onlyblackkids.com.
That's right.
That's like them damn commercials. They just like, it's like the weirdest interaction. Hey, how'd you get your car back already? Don't you know? I talked to Leisure Suit Larry and he hooked it up. Leisure Suit Larry? Yeah, that's Leisure Suit Larry. Wait, but your credit was terrible. Yeah, but Leisure Suit Larry came in for the Lolo. The Lolo? The Lolo. Oh, man. They out here like that? Man, let me tell you. The whole commercial.
Yeah.
We know that they work. Yeah. That's why the people do it.
You know, that really reminds me of another one, and maybe I'm going to date myself here, but my favorite all that is like that one where I think even Little John did it, where we're like, what's up? No, remember
the Budweiser?
Yeah. What's up? And they call everybody and like, what's up? That's what made me think of when you were saying only black kids are the cats.
Okay.
No Budweiser. I don't need to get sued for them either.
Damn. Hey, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
More visibility means more problems.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's hop into our first Ask the Black Kids email.
Woohoo!
And what better way to kick off the show than with an update?
Oh, you know I like an update. What's the update?
This is from last week's episode.
What?
The email is titled, Not Getting Any Younger. Do you remember the story?
Oh, that's the one with the girl and the friend. The friend wants some and she don't know what's going on.
Right. He's acting a little weird.
Oh, let's get into it. I have some things I think it might be. So let's see if I'm right.
If you want to check it out, that's on last week's episode titled Clock It.
Yep.
What's this week's episode going to be called? I have no idea. Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer. See, that's just me reading it. She might have been like, Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer. So we going to go with the second one. It's more jubilant.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer, thank you for the advice. You guys had some questions and I want to make sure that I address them.
Okay.
I have not talked to my friend as of yet. I work from home, and since my mom passed a few years ago, I try to spend as much time with my dad as possible. So I'm gone till October to visit him, but I will talk to my friend once I get back home. To be clear, my friend and I do not have a sexual relationship.
Okay.
When I say platonic, I mean the traditional sense.
Okay.
LOL. Much like Mrs. Sawyer, I am not about that sleeping with my friend's life. Right. No judgment on anyone who does.
Fair.
I just feel like if he's not my best friend, he's definitely top 3.
Okay.
Friends with benefits rarely works out. So if things blew up, I would genuinely miss him. When I said we have a similar rapport, I didn't mean like your whole relationship. I just mean you guys enjoy being in each other's company. It's more than just you love each other, you like each other.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I meant. To answer your question about the women he dates, I can't really answer the questions. I know he's not gay. I know this because on one of our trips, I was undressing in the common area of the room.
Oh.
He was watching TV. It was a large room, and I was just changing my shirt, and I was wearing a sports bra, so I felt like it was fine. He's Jamaican. His response was, I'm no Bati boy or one of your funny friends. Don't undress in front of me unless you mean it.
Oh, that sounds like an invitation, my friend. What you doing?
Don't threaten me with a good time. Clock it. This might be Clock It 2, guys.
It might be.
This might be Clock It 2.
Might be. Let's get into it.
I've also heard stories about women he's dated.
Okay.
I've just not met one. And legitimately, he's never met any of the guys I have dated either. I've only had 2 relationships while we've known each other. The first one was for the first 4 years that I knew my friend. My ex lived 3 states over, though, and he was a first responder, so he only visited me a few times where I lived. Normally, I would go see him because it was just easier. The second relationship that I had while I've known my friend was during COVID. We were together from the end of 2019 through the middle of 2021, so he didn't meet any of my friends. Everyone else was just casual dating, and I try not to bring people around people I care about until he is also a person I care about.
Okay.
The reason why I asked him those direct and specific questions was because we were at a grocery store laughing and joking with each other. And this lady came up and said something akin to, "It's so nice to see people in love. You make the world a better place." He and I looked at each other and started laughing because it was so corny. But when we were alone, I asked him if that's how he felt. And he said no. And I said, "Are you sure? You don't want anything more?" Everyone is always suggesting we're together. And we do everything that couples do except for be affectionate. But that's not even really true because we are affectionate, just not in the same way. Don't have sex, don't kiss, don't hold hands, that type of thing. And he said, no, we're friends. And I told him about guys I dated who didn't like my relationship with him or the amount of time that I spent with another man. I asked, none of the women you date have a problem with our relationship? They don't mind that you get up at 4 a.m. to take me to the airport to visit my dad? They don't mind that when I'm binge watching a good show on your many streaming accounts that I have access to, that I call you at 11 p.m. to tell you about the show? And if you don't pick up, I just call you again? His response was, no, it's none of their business. Okay. And my response to that was, what kind of women do you date? Laughing, crying emoji.
Just them coming through for a good time. Not a long time.
Chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates. I said, okay, I won't press you. But what that lady said made me wonder. We went on about our business and everything was fine. The reason why I said he was acting weird is because we were traveling recently. And to answer your other question, when we travel, we do share a room. He has his bed and I have mine. We dress in the bathroom. Most recently, this time, we were on vacation. I was complaining about my back hurting so that we could prioritize going to the spa. But I was laying in the bed and he came over and proactively started rubbing my back. My response was, what's happening here? What's going on? I'm slightly an asshole. He was like, nothing, never mind, and went back over to his bed. And the next morning when I woke up, he asked me if I'm a person that likes messing around early in the morning.
Oh.
You know what messing around is?
Let's get it on.
Ray Charles had a song, come on, I'm messing around. So he's asking if the nighttime is the right time or can I hit it in the... Anyway, let's get back to this.
Yes. Woohoo!
I just looked at him crazy and said, no, I'm not a morning person. Then I rolled over and went back to sleep. My friend said that he was trying to tell me he changed his mind without saying those words.
Oh.
But I need to hear those words in order for me to step out of platonic friendship. I'll keep you guys posted on the conversation when it happens. Thanks, y'all.
You can't leave that like that. You can't leave that like that.
I mean, she can.
Oh, my.
She can. It is her choice.
Oh, he said he changed his mind.
He never said he changed his mind. She needs to hear those words.
What words?
She needs to hear the word. He needs to be specific. She wants him to be direct. Ain't gonna just slide on in.
Oh, I don't know.
If you want me, say it.
Okay, I hear you. I don't know what to tell you then. It's not like it was just an update. They ain't asked for no advice. She got this. She gonna do what she got to do.
You don't know what to tell
She
her.
need to quit playing around though, because like she wants something too, because she don't want to keep going back with it. Come on, girl, go and get what you want.
Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
What?
Come on now. You about to get there.
What you saying?
You've just walked into the kitchen.
Get what you want. Go get what you want. What's this playing games? She said she's not getting any younger.
You turn it on the oven.
Man, get over there and get what you want. Quit playing.
You getting your
I want to hear the
seasonings.
words you got to say. Hey, are we doing it or are we not? Let's get to
You're
it.
washing the chicken. Keep going.
That's it.
Keep going.
No, I'm done. That's it. I'm finished.
The grease is getting hot. Thank you for answering our questions.
Yes, thanks for answering the questions.
You've raised several more questions.
You have. Why are you playing?
You think
Why you playing?
you think she's playing?
Listen, clearly he needs some motivation or some attaboy.
No, he doesn't.
They're supposed to be best friends.
He said, "Don't undress in front of me unless you mean it."
Okay.
So who needs the attaboy, him or her?
Her.
Let's just jump back real quick. She is 37. He is 42.
That's what I'm saying. Go on and get that.
Now, in my younger days, I may not have understood some of this communication. I really may not have.
I mean, how much more? He started doing the massage.
If a
Then
42-year-old
he asked
male,
you if you like mess around in the morning. He's asking you for your preference of time of day. He didn't already talk.
if a 42-year-old male
Man,
who
please.
identifies as heterosexual
Uh-huh.
tells you that it ain't none of their business what time you call me.
That's right.
If a 42-year-old male who identifies as heterosexual tells you, don't undress in front of me unless you mean it,
That's right.
she needs to hear him say, hey,
What?
do you want to go steady?
See, that's what I don't understand. What you want him to say?
Do you want to go steady?
Nah.
She want a little paper.
Nah. You want
Yes,
a circle? Yes or no?
maybe.
Maybe. No, it sounds like
I don't blame her. I'm
I think-
more with her. And here's why.
okay.
I'm not 100% with her, but I'm more with her.
Okay.
Like 70-80% with her.
Let me hear you.
because she asked him, he said no.
Right.
Then what's she supposed to do? Keep, I get that part. And a lot of us, though things change, though times are changing, a lot of us are still socialized with older ways. And in the older ways, a man would be the one to pursue a woman directly.
But to me, he is pursuing her directly.
Well, hold on. If I were talking to a young lady and she told me all this, I would say, oh, he's not being serious. You want a man of intention. You want a man that's going to say, like, all this, oh, we vacation. You want a man that's going to say it. But they say on the internet, honey.
Oh,
I don't know if it's true, but on the internet, they say when a man knows what he wants, he goes after it.
he was going after it.
Maybe.
I think so. So I hear what you're saying. I'm not.
It's lots of dudes
discounting,
that'll be like, oh, let me give you that massage.
But
And they
this
hope
not
they,
your. This
they,
not.
they
this
hope they
not,
fall
this
into
not
some
your most dudes though.
interactions.
This is her best friend. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I think there may be a discussion that should take place prior to, getting down to it. I'm not saying she's supposed to just turn around and get naked with him. I'm just saying it seems like there needs to be some clarity there.
She asked for clarity.
But that was at that time. He was probably trying to be respectful and not doing because his friend. But he done thought about it and he changed his mind a little bit, sounds like. So then that's when he needs to have that discussion. Now she needs to have a discussion with him saying, hey, before you told me no, but then you massaged and asking me about messing around, things change. I want to know, I need to understand what's going on. I don't want this just to be for like a little rumble tumble. I really, value you in my life. So this is XYZ. So to me, and maybe that's just a personality trait, and maybe I'm just a little more aggressive.
I mean, you are the aggressor.
or not. But
I don't
like to be wondering.
One time I was answering stories, and I was telling people that people asked, well, how long you guys been together? And I told them how long we've been together, and when I allowed you to date me and how things went. And do you know the number of people that wrote back talking about, sure, we want to hear her side of the story, and it's like, excuse me. Excuse me.
They knew you were with that. You were talking some nonsense. I agree with them.
And I know revisionist history is your MO.
That's what you taking down that wrong.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm
about to call you Alice.
I'm gonna ask you.
You done gone down to Wonderland.
I'm gonna ask you to be honest. I know it's hard, but I'm gonna ask you to be honest.
Here we go.
When you look back I'm not talking about how you had a crush on me before 8th grade and you was calling me every day.
I had a crush
I'm talking
on you?
about.
No, I didn't have no crush on you in 8th grade.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not talking about that.
Definitely
Like
not.
like I said, I'm not talking about that. How we got together, babe? How we got together?
We talked. We got together. I don't know what you're trying to get me to say.
It's an open-ended question, my love. How did we get together? We talked.
We talked.
I talk to people every day. How did we get together?
But you weren't talking to me every day.
I mean, I was before 8th grade when you called me every day.
No,
but like I said,
didn't call you every
I'm not
day
talking
in 8th grade.
No, not in 8th grade. The summer before 8th grade.
You're talking about.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when we got
weekend.
together. I'm talking about when we got together.
When we got together, we talked almost every night.
Oh, I called you every night.
Huh?
I called you
I
every
had to
night.
call you because you were working washing dishes.
That was one night a week.
Well, that's the time I would call you.
Oh.
Okay.
You made it seem as though you were not pursuing me.
I was not.
Okay. You just called me almost every night for the summer.
I had a clear motive of what I wanted.
No. Yeah, no. Again. And you know what? I get it. I know everyone's on team Mrs. Sawyer, which again, we're on the same team. Mm-hmm. And I just want you to think back to when you were 17. A lot of y'all got daughters that might be 17. Your 17-year-old daughter is calling one boy every night all summer. But she don't like him. But she don't like him, right?
But you act like you were the only boy.
But she don't like him.
You act like you were the only boy.
Babe.
You act like you're the only boy.
Babe.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about me being the only boy.
Okay.
I said you called me every night.
Yeah,
you
during
said
the summer.
that. You said that.
Yeah.
During the summer. When we got together, babe?
I don't remember. You never asked me anything. Just like how this person said.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Yeah.
We never.
Yeah.
I never got the paper with the yes or the no.
Yeah.
I never got asked.
Yeah. You called me every night,
Uh-huh.
and then we just magically got together.
That's how it happened. We don't have a date. Our date was the first call because we didn't have a date.
And you don't consider that pursuing someone?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you to do something for me.
Yeah, baby. I've been doing it for you for a long time, baby.
That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted.
Yet that was the outcome.
That's not what I wanted.
Yet that was the outcome.
I need you to do something for me. I need you to get that music together.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just how do we get
And
together?
I got that too.
Then how did we get together?
It happened.
How?
I was irresistible.
Listen.
I love that little goofy charm.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Okay. So just to make sure I understand, this isn't for them. This is for me. You had zero interest in me.
I had zero interest in you.
You were just calling me every night.
Because you were doing what I wanted, and I needed to get what I wanted.
I mean, you know what they call me, so obviously.
That's now. Then I was not studying you about anything else.
Okay. I'm not making assumptions.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking for clarity. You were calling me every night.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ultimately, you could not resist my goofy charm.
That's what happened.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm understanding.
Yeah, after I got my music.
I never asked you out.
You never asked me out. I never asked you out.
There's a leap here.
There's no leap.
There's a leap here. And because I want to get back to these emails, I'm gonna keep it moving.
You don't want introducing this stuff?
Because I've been trying.
You can get
because
wherever
I'm
you want
trying
to get to.
understand.
You act like you don't understand.
So the same way that you were not pursuing me, you're now telling her that she should pursue him.
No. I ain't never massaged you and asked if you like to mess around in the morning. That was not happening when I was calling you.
Respectfully, I love you. I know I'm gonna get ate up for this, but respectfully, you a motherfucking lie.
Nope.
You are lying.
Nope.
You are now lying.
Nope.
Ain't that much music to have a conversation about.
Listen.
Ain't that much music to talk about.
Let me explain
every
something
night,
to you.
hours on hours. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. Right?
You are not the only one.
Okay.
So let me explain something to you though.
But here we are.
No, in order to get what you want, you can't just come out and say, "Hey, I need you to go and write this music and play these songs."
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a relationship. You gotta finesse it.
Okay.
I had to finesse it first to get what I wanted.
And in
that finesse,
just to clarify,
came this beautiful relationship.
Just to clarify again.
That's what happened.
Last thing I want to clarify. You were calling me to make sure I wrote music for the band. Mm-hmm. the way I had already done the year before when you did not call me.
Because that wasn't my senior year.
While I was already writing the music, you had to call me
Right.
to make sure I was writing the music. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you.
Shame, you still going on this story. All these years, you still smitten.
Yeah.
But you know what, honey? That makes me love you more.
Just how did we get together?
You still smitten.
I am smitten.
I love that.
You see how? Let me show you something. You see how I don't do things like, like you were the only girl. I don't do that shit. You the only girl that mattered. I know that much.
I know.
You the only girl. You the only girl that mattered. See, I don't got to do all that. I am smitten with you.
I get it.
I'm very much in love with you.
I'm in love with you too.
But I also know the truth. I'm trying to read some more of these Ask the Black Kids.
Can you get to it?
Are you okay with that?
I want to know an update after you talk to your friend. What happens? I want to know.
They're friends.
He comes through or she goes through.
I will say though, man.
I hope it's not no like Hallmark Lifetime thing. She messed it up and then he get married with somebody else and it'd be wrong. Then he get divorced and they see each other somewhere else later and then they reconnect like 5 years from now.
Later.
It's a mess.
He's 42.
Like the Hallmark stuff. That's what happens. Because of this pivotal moment right here. Quit playing around and everybody say what they want.
When I said I'm like 70, 80% with her, the other part is you said you're not getting any younger. Mm-hmm. So you can also be a lady of intention and put it out on the table. And as I believe we said before, if you are looking to get married, if you are looking to have children, if you're looking for that life partner, that love that you can invest in, you can't serve two masters. And you're putting a lot of effort and attention into him. All that vacation you're doing with him is great. I want you to travel. I want you to see the world. But all the time you spend with him, you are not spending on that. So imagine I'm going to try to make 5 podcasts pop. How could I do that? I'm putting my all into this one so that it can grow. I would prune off the distractions. It's like I don't really work on some of my other social media. I don't like the thing that I'm working on is this. Because I need all the energy to go into this. All that love that you have to give, you putting a lot into old boy.
I'm telling you. But I want to know. So I'm looking forward to the update.
Don't undress in front of me unless you mean it.
What?
Mean what? Mean what?
Yeah, you know.
Come on.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to just get to the answer, just go up and kiss him and take off your clothes. See what he does.
Oh, Lord.
See what he does.
Say this the time. I'm not a morning person. I'm a right now person.
According to him, he's going to say, no, our friendship. That's according to him.
Yeah.
I do worry that he's down for a romp in the sack.
That's what I'm saying.
And he doesn't want the relationship.
That's why I said that
and that's why he's like trying
make that
to be like
conversation first and say, hey, look, because maybe he doesn't want a serious relationship at all. He might not be into that.
Yeah.
That means why some girl, he's like, the women better ask me what I'm doing at 11 o'clock at night. They better know their place. You just come through.
We got another one. Hi, my name is Lynn. You can say my name, but I'm emailing today because I have a dilemma. My family life is complicated. My father was a physically abusive schizophrenic addict.
Oh, wow.
My mother is a verbally abusive and has a narcissistic tendencies. Like she has done things to not let me sleep or would throw away items of mine because they were in the way or I didn't take care of them. She would belittle me and gaslight me often. So after my dad went to prison, things didn't get much better. I'm the oldest of 3. The youngest is my brother, 23-year-old male, and my mother spoiled him rotten. He's a thug. He does everything his father did, and my mother enables him. She has custody of all his children, and he and his wife live with her. My mom buys groceries, diapers, and is essentially raising his children and housing him and his wife. From what I've seen over the years, he's doing a little better regardless. He still does not have a steady job or form of income. They live off food stamps and housing. Nothing wrong with that as a stepping stone, but he's a grown man and needs to get it together. Second oldest was my sister. She passed away last year due to a tragic accident involving my mother's driving. She was 25 and left behind a son whose father was never involved in his life. He is 2. My mother also has under her custody. We were not close due to me being a terrible big sister growing up and my mother pitting us against each other. When she passed, it was hard still. I, 31-year-old female, recently graduated from trade school and am getting my foundation together. I just started in my field and funds are scarce, but I'm okay. I've been through years of therapy due to my CPTSD and having a mental breakdown earlier this year. After I was released, I came back to my hometown to find work and live with one of my aunts. Well, while living there, I learned that my brother at 14 SA'd one of my younger cousins, 8-year-old female.
Wow.
She, in turn, has had to have years of therapy and medication because of it. She even tried ending her own life.
Damn.
I didn't know any of this. I just remember coming around from school on Christmas break and things being tense and not knowing why. Well, I am a survivor of child-on-child SA. When I told my mother about it, she didn't understand what I was saying and told me I deserved my cousins being mean to me because I was a brat. When I was finally old enough to clarify, it was too late and we just cut that family out of our lives.
Wow.
Well, with this new situation involving my brother, my mom denies it happening. She says that if it was so bad, they'd go to the cops. I reminded her I didn't go, and she just ignored that. I tried bringing it up to her that I was never informed of the accusations. She says it's because it never came up. Okay, fair. That doesn't just come up. But me knowing this info would have been nice to make the decision to not be in his life and to maybe even coach my aunt to push her daughter to get police involved. I spoke with my aunt. At this point, everyone has moved on from what it seems. I stopped speaking to my brother, but my mom keeps trying to bring him around, and I have not confronted my brother. I'm ashamed of him. Looking at him disgusts me, and it makes me angry. I don't want to see him or talk to him and make a mistake. I just want to know what to do. Am I right to cut him out? Should I let him know why I'm suddenly no longer at the house every weekend? I've shut my mom out, but she has all my nieces and nephews in the same house as him.
Wow.
I don't know if he'd ever do it again or if he regrets it.
Oh,
From what I was told, he denies it ever happening, but most of our female cousins around that age say he has done something similar to them.
Damn.
I believe them all. But what I came to say is I'm getting married soon. I'll likely invite my mother for formality and to bring my other siblings, adopted recently, and my nibblings. I've never heard the word nibblings.
I don't even know what that is. Maybe
I'm guessing it's the nieces and nephews
Okay.
that the mom's taking care of. So like, kind of like her children, nibblings. I just liked it. I liked it.
It's a new term.
I like words.
Yeah.
But going forward, I don't know how to navigate talking to him, letting him know I know his dirty little secret. My mom continues to try and bring him to family events at the detest of everyone. And my family doesn't want me to cut off my mom, but as my family grows and I have children, I don't want her or my brother near me or my family. But I still want a connection with my siblings and nibblings. Any advice? Take it away.
Oh, I don't. So what siblings are left, though? It's just the brother and the sister, right? Sister passed away, so it's just a brother. So who are the other siblings?
True.
Right? And, I mean, one, classmate, you've had a lot. That's a lot of trauma there. I'm glad that she's, has gone after some therapy and hopefully it helps chart these waters because that's rocky. If you don't want your mom or your brother in your life, you don't have to. That's just that. She does have some concern there about the children in the household that are around him. Mm-hmm. That's worrisome. I don't know how you do to stop that. And the mother seems to not wants to ignore that. But for your life, for your growing family, you don't have to feel obligated. I think that's something that you'd have to work through with your therapy. Because I think she feels some kind of, because she says she's she's inviting the mother because like she's supposed to kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You don't gotta invite her either. That tells me that she still is seeking a relationship with her mom. Mm-hmm. So you have to work on defining what that relationship is and defining boundaries if you want to grow your nuclear family. So that's all. That's all I could offer to you is to do what your heart tells you or what you feel you and your fiance feel. Congratulations, by the way. But don't feel obligated just because they're family members that you have to go one way or the other. That would be my advice. Sending positive vibes there.
I spoke with my aunt, and at this point, everyone has moved on from it. You know who probably hasn't moved on from it?
The women that went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not going to go away.
Yeah.
It doesn't just magically go away.
Monsters only exist in the dark. Mm-hmm. When you shine the light on them, mm-hmm. What's he going to do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You cannot heal what you do not reveal.
That's right.
So if you want to confront him, then confront him.
Yeah.
But you confronting him doesn't determine what your mother and how your mother relationship, how your mother's relationship with him is.
Correct. And you know, maybe he's not the same person, but it doesn't negate the
even if
trauma
he's not
and
the same
pain that
person,
he caused them.
We can't just be like, oh, well, it didn't happen.
Correct. No.
I believe people can change.
I do too.
But I think atonement is a real thing, and he has done nothing to atone. All he has said is it didn't happen.
Yeah, and if he's denied it, then that's even worse. To me, that's just as bad as the act.
So let's say it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. He's still not a great family member. Everyone detests him.
Yeah.
He's so bad, all the cousins just want to say this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But they're all lying on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say it did happen.
Yeah.
Everyone still detests him, and he denies it. Either way, he's a bad human.
Again, she's talking about her future family. It seems like she has.
But if you don't want your mom around your future family, why would you have your mom at your wedding?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want you in my life. Please come to celebrate a new chapter of my life.
No, I don't want you there. That's simple.
You don't got to do all that formality.
You do not. So, I mean, like I said, no filling obligations. It's your wedding. It's between you and your fiance. Y'all need to talk that out. That's where the focus should be. And if you're in therapy, introduce this. Or if you're going to couples therapy, which I highly recommend, introduce this so that your fiance is there to help you navigate this, because it seems like you got a lot of things there still to address.
And I do commend you on all you've done to address it.
A lot. All of it's commendable. This sounds like very traumatic. The whole thing, from the father to the whole thing, the death of your sister. It's a lot of pain here. It's a lot of pain here. So don't bring that into your next chapter as much as you can. Try to heal through that.
Just keep asking yourself why you're inviting your mom.
Yeah.
Our next Ask the Black Kids.
Here we go.
Is titled, She's a Horrible Person.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Now I'm downer. Horrible people. This is real life. Let's go.
I am a 35-year-old female struggling to cope with the delusion of my biological mother. My birth mother was an addict that signed her rights over to my dad when I was just a few months old. She has kids in the double digits.
Damn.
She ended up signing her rights to all her kids over. From what I understand, she abandoned a few. Her mother raised several. Her brother raised a couple. Some were left with their fathers. Others are in the system.
Gosh.
As a child, I felt abandoned and had plenty of questions. My dad always answered whatever questions he could with love, patience, understanding, and never had single negative things to say about my birth mother.
Good man.
To make this quicker, I spoke to her for the first time when I was 18 and met her in person at 24. Our relationship was cool at first, but then she started being inappropriate with my dad. They would spend time together when she comes to town to visit me and my children, have inappropriate conversations, and exchange pictures, all while praising my stepmom for stepping up and being the woman she couldn't be. I've addressed both parents. My dad plays it off like it's nothing, but my birth mom blames my dad. My response is, it always takes two. Because of her blatant disrespect, I've decided that she will not be invited to any major milestones, and when my father passes, she would not be informed. Despite these feelings, I still choose to nourish our relationship.
Oh, okay.
Recently, she told me that my youngest sibling called and asked why she didn't want him. She told me that she cursed him out and proceeded to tell him nobody cared about her while she was in the streets.
Whoa.
And that she didn't raise him and that she wouldn't lose any sleep if she never talked to him again.
Whoa.
I was flabbergasted.
Whoa.
I wrote her off mentally and decided to wash my hands of her. I actually had plans to see her a couple days after she made this statement. I canceled my plans and spent time with my honey and kids. Even though I said all this, I feel extremely guilty. Am I wrong for wanting nothing more to do with her?
No.
Anything you want to add to that?
One, I would say, I don't know what that's like to go through life and not have that relationship with mom. And so I understand the need for rekindling that, right? In the beginning. And great father, didn't say anything negative, could have, done all kinds of things, painted a picture, but, let you find out on your own. And I think you found it on your own. And be truly grateful that you didn't have to deal with this horrible person in your life. Not to say that she seems like she had a hard life too, but that's not for you or for any of her children. And I don't feel bad about it. But I would say, make sure you work through that and understand why you're doing what you're doing, and clearly understand what that means when you say you're done.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't come back up later on and you have regret. Because I give you a lot of kudos for trying to mend that and work through that, even knowing all that she knew is historical about like double digits of children and not caring for them, but still wanting to foster a relationship. But I think now you know what you're dealing with. And at this point, you have to work through what it is that looks like if you want a relationship. And it sounds like you don't. And I always say, follow your gut. Your gut's telling you something. So listen.
I'm guessing you wanted to nourish the relationship because after all, she's your mother and everyone's
Yeah.
going to tell you
Yeah.
you only get one mother and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She has never been a mother to you.
Nope.
You know how they call them sperm donors? She was a
Ovary donor.
fetus carrier
Yeah.
and probably using it at the time as well
Yep.
and giving you other issues that you
Yep.
never asked for.
Yep.
And despite knowing all this, you still tried to have a relationship.
Yep.
And then she starts cheating with your dad, who was cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
A stepmom who I'm not sure if you said, but I believe was positive in your life.
Yep.
And you still tried to nourish it. You have given them many, many chances.
Yeah.
They will show you who they are. And
Believe
despite that family relationship, it's up to you to decide if you want to do it. And the guilt, you got to process that guilt and think, what's best for me?
That's right.
What's best for the family that I'm trying to make sure I don't bring them around because they're not positive influences. So just because they have that blood relationship doesn't mean you let them in your life.
No. Hey, this ain't let them in that they deserve a part of your life. Like
They're not entitled to you.
They're
not
not
entitled
that
to
place
access.
just because she birthed
you.
you. Because at that point, that's all she did was just birth you.
Guess what we're going to do now?
What are we gonna do?
Homeroom.
Okay.
Switching things around.
Okay.
Starting the stories, and then we'll catch up. Unless you want to fib about how we got together anymore. Did you want to?
You can keep going around whatever story you want to go around. I can entertain you with other fairy tale you got.
No, I just want to know
I'm gonna
the
start
truth.
calling you Alice.
I'm going to start calling you Pinocchio.
No.
We got some comments. From last week's episode. Hey, question. It's been racking my brain, Robert. What's your favorite lyrics Beyonce said? I need to recite them and I can't remember.
Oh.
You know, what is it?
To keep it how it is, you never were how it used to be.
Facts. And that is from Beyonce, Dance For You. The crazy thing was, I had just quoted that to somebody like an hour before I saw that.
Oh, that's my song.
We had another London listener respond to our previous London listener
Okay.
saying, hey, from one London girl to another, report them in that email, including employment relations.
That's right. That's what I say.
We had someone else who said, hello, Sawyers. That was my comment about making multiple comments on Spotify. I'm not a bot. When you guys respond, it really does feel like being recognized by someone famous. Love the show. And I said, thanks for joining us. You know you have to respond to this comment to make use of the new feature. Because before Spotify, they could comment one time. Now they can have a whole little thread.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but I need her to come back and comment or else.
Baby, come back.
Yes to the community aspect. A Facebook group could work. It could. And my response was, we're working on it. I'm telling you, we are working on it. Slowly but surely. Just a few more comments we'll read. We have people talking about the stories. This person said, I love the long episodes. I go back and forth between the app and YouTube. so they want more OBK.
Glad they
I think an hour 20 is good, but they say they want longer. I try, but I don't know.
45 minutes work for me.
Classmates, tell us what you want. Ask Jilly to set up a poll.
Oh,
She's a moderator. She can do it.
okay.
A lot of highs. I was just so impressed with the highs. It's like I know I said it, but I didn't think I was gonna do it.
Of course. Classmates, they always get extra credit. We're an A podcast. We don't have no delinquents.
For Lovers of Wisdom said, the Mrs. Parker story had me in tears. Mrs. Sawyer's ad-libs and a lot of emojis. Brandy Clayton said, my husband and I love you guys. And I said, greatly appreciate. Whenever I write greatly appreciated, I do it in my Bane voice. I love that line.
Oh.
Maya said, oh my God, the tea is hot in here. Been watching close to a month from Cincinnati, Ohio. Hey, classmates. I saw and follow on IG and now on YouTube. Keep doing y'all thing.
Oh, thanks for the support, classmate.
Cincinnati, Ohio. I ain't never been to Cincinnati.
Me neither.
The Mail T app already came and went, LOL. It was just another version of 4chan. Damn, that's not good. The creators took it down and said men need to do better. All they did was try to punish women for outing other men as cheaters by sharing nudes and doxing their dates. The T app just needs a secure server, and then it'll be safer. It's honestly not the first of its kind.
Oh, wow.
Why are men so bent out of shape about the app's existence?
It could be used for bad.
I think men are bent out of shape for two reasons. I think bad actors will always be bent out of shape out of anything that could hold them accountable. And I think also good actors are bent out of shape because they're going to be accused of being bad actors. So it's always more layered. Mm-hmm. I think just talking about people on the internet, like I'm not posting somebody's picture, even if they send it to me without express permission. Mm-hmm. So when, it's a tricky thing. People talking and kikiing about something or just spreading information, I don't think that's bad per se, but be careful.
Yep.
Shit gets legal.
Yep.
Mrs. Sawyer is me with her response to the Pam and Jim reference. I thought the same thing. The only Pam I know is from Martin. Then she said it. Love this channel.
I'm glad people can relate.
Jessica said, these stories are scaring me, and I'm only 1.5 stories in. See, I used to start off mild,
like
and then now I'm like, no, you know what? Bomb.
Yeah.
Full beast mode.
Yeah.
Present. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer. I enjoyed the podcast. There are a lot of petty, toxic people in the world, and I'm here for it. Beverly said that one. Hi, Beverly.
Hey, Bev.
Temple Latoya said tardy but present, and I said you're right on time. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, you on time.
I'm just skimming, guys, but there's lots of them, and I know I say it, but you'll never know. I appreciate it so much. Mrs. Sawyer, I see what you did there with the glasses and the nails matching. I love it. Oh. But I also see that you and the hubby are always color coordinated. Except today.
Well, we're making an attempt.
Today was the hats.
Oh, look at the nails. They are. It's nail day.
We got our presents. Barbados Massive, Bayesian Massive checked in again. Whenever we go live, it's a lot of Bayesians. All right, guys, it's a lot of comments. We're trying to respond to them. We're going to keep trying to respond to them.
Yes.
Eventually, there's going to be so many classmates, we probably won't be responding to every single comment, but we're always going to make the effort because we wouldn't even have this show if y'all weren't here.
We appreciate you and want you to know that we appreciate you.
Yeah, we rocks with y'all.
Yep.
Couple of announcements to make for the class.
Okay.
Do you remember last week for Toxic Confessions, we read some stories from Miss Parker for Real?
Oh, yes.
I told everyone they should go watch Miss Parker for Real's content.
Parker.
All that, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I posted it on Instagram, how I do, saying, hey, new show's up. And in the show description, I said, we read stories from Miss Parker for Real. I tagged her. Hey, a week ago, I'd never even heard of Miss Parker for Real. I ended up on a phone call with Miss Parker for Real. I talked to Miss Parker for Real for about 30 minutes. Lovely lady.
Lovely.
Very helpful.
Uh-huh.
We talked a lot. She's a clairvoyant. She was telling me, I was listening to her just walk up to people and just say, excuse me, can I show you something? And like everyone's like, no, I don't have any money. It's like, no, I don't want anything from you. And she'd keep going. And I heard her do it with 2 people. And the first lady is like, did not know how to process this. And the second lady is like, wait, how'd you know that? And then she started telling me about me. I was like, oh, that's okay. You don't got to do all that. But she mostly just told me about you.
Ooh.
She told me a lot about you.
But she didn't tell you that I pursued you in high school. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Talk to Miss Parker for Real.
All right.
That was cool. So cool. After that call, she sent me a story just for us to read for another Toxic Confessions.
Oh.
So I want to shout out the classmate that sent me her story. That's how this whole thing started. That was really just a week ago.
That's how community works.
Yeah.
That's how community works. Thanks, classmate.
And she's in Baltimore. We talked about her on the radio. Yeah, we talked for a little bit.
Look at that.
And then I have to bring this up.
What?
This is, y'all ever talk to a legend? Y'all ever meet an icon?
Oh.
Have an engagement with like, oh, she's really that girl. Like, she is really her. Because I was live on my other Instagram, just answering general questions about relationships and attachment styles and all that stuff. And someone comes in my live and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna send a letter. I got an update." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't know who this person is. Then they said, "I sent you a story before. Guess which one was mine?" And I'm like, guys, fortunately, we're getting a number of stories now, so really I couldn't guess. I'm very thankful that we are getting these stories, but I wouldn't be able to guess. And then she said, "I'll give you one hint. Thirsty."
That's your favorite.
My whole life, like, I don't know what them people was talking about no more. I stopped talking to anybody else.
Favorite.
It's not like it was packed anyway, but like, I wasn't reading any more questions. I was only focused on what she's saying. And I'm like, you're not.
Yeah.
Are you?
The one and only.
Are you, bitch, I'm thirsty?
Bitch, I'm thirsty.
I was talking with the icon. I don't know if she wanted me to say her name, so I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
I was talking with the icon, the originator of Bitch, I'm Thirsty.
Yeah.
And that just made my week. So she told me she does listen to the show. She has heard.
Oh.
And I was like, do you know the impact you've had on my life? You know what I mean? Like, I asked a few questions. I'm like, why they were so quick to, kind of switch up? Pizza Face is having a baby.
Oh. Okay.
These people, I don't know anything about these people, yet here I am just getting updates on their lives.
All right.
Yeah. I told her people asked me for T-shirts of Bitch, I'm Thirsty. I said, I can't do it. It's not mine. It's hers.
Yeah.
You know what she said?
What?
Oh, let's do it. We get some T-shirts going. What's up?
I love the Classmate.
Icon. Legend.
Oh, I love it.
So now I just need one more person to check in. We want everybody to check in.
Yes.
But y'all know how this show took a change. Now, one episode, 2 iconic lines. I just need one more person to check in.
Oh yeah, the other one. That one I use all the time.
Kick rocks
With Jesus sandals. I love that. I said, I'm telling you, I think I say it every week.
Sir, if you're watching,
Yes.
you don't know how you've touched thousands of people's lives at this point. I was telling you, people like really write this. Like, people say this to me. Like,
Yes.
they start off an email with "Bitch, I'm thirsty." Like,
Yes.
hello. That's how they start off. So, yeah, that really made my day. I was buzzing after that one. I actually wrote the announcements down because usually I try to remember, and I say like one, and there's like 5 other things. The other announcement is I am slowly shooting my shot because shooters shoot. Slowly shooting my shot to make some podcast friends.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Don't want to jinx anything. Trying to make some podcast friends. Y'all the classmates. Y'all the family. We got to make some podcast friends.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it there. And in our final announcement, a milestone is coming up.
What's the milestone?
We are swiftly approaching episode 100
Oh.
of Only Black Kids in the Class.
100.
So if you Google some stats about podcasts don't really be lasting like that. Typically, if a podcast makes it to 100, they've established some sort of audience. Mm-hmm. And it's a good sign for their ability to continue to grow.
Nice.
And our 100th episode will be the last episode in October on October 29th.
Okay.
Not playing any changes. I'm not saying all that, but like a 100 is the goal. I've been like, we're going to get to episode 100. What happens to episode 101? I don't know. But we're going to get that. To be honest, I don't know what's going to happen in any episode, but we're going to get to episode 100. That was a big goal for me. And
that means we're almost coming up on that 2-year mark. That's my contract, isn't it?
Oh, you already renewed the contract.
I renewed it?
We have it on record.
Oh. I don't always recall these things.
The classmates know you don't recall a lot of things.
Well,
The classmates know your memory is a little fuzzy. The classmates know you revise a lot of history. Mm. I ain't one of the gossips. You ain't
not all history.
Only the facts, man.
Not the stuff that matters.
Let's get into another Ask the Black.
Let's go.
Am I the asshole for wanting a slow burn?
A slow burn.
A slow burn.
Depends. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Sawyers. Hey, I can start off like everyone else and say, I love the show and your chemistry. It's very pure. So I want to know if I'm wrong for wanting a slow burn or if I was taking too long. This is a long one.
Okay.
They ain't lying. It's a long one.
Okay. Let's go.
July 2024. I, 30-year-old female, went on 3 dates with this guy we can call Trevor, 29-year-old male, fake name. I broke it off because I didn't feel a spark. I think he really liked me only because he thinks I'm pretty because he uttered something to that effect once. Fast forward to April 2025, still dating men, and getting BS. So I decided to hit Trevor up. Honestly, he was a great guy and had things that I wanted, just our personalities didn't match. My type wasn't getting me anywhere. Anyway, to my surprise, he messaged me back and was still interested. So we started going on weekly dates. I wanted to do a slow burn with him because for me, I know how I could get having sex too soon. Then I attach to them and ignore major red flags or feel like I needed to stick with them because we had sex. Okay. I explained this to him and he understood. Also, I saw some possible controlling red flags, but I could have been dramatic, but I don't know. There were a few times I had to reset boundaries with him. He always understood and obliged. For context, he expressed his thoughts about the slow burn because he wasn't used to it. Mentioned between the second and fourth date with girls, he is usually spending a bunch of time with them and having sex. I have 2 jobs, so I work 6 days a week, and I am maintaining friendships during my off time as well. Trevor doesn't have a constant job. He travels for like a few months out of the year and makes a couple thousand. He is also a stock guy. He was in school but stopped going, so most of his days are filled with activities with family and friends. So we're vibing, getting to know each other, and we all good. At least I thought so.
Okay.
Fast forward to the first week of July 2025. We normally hang out on Wednesday evenings, but I asked to do Monday since he said he was going to go out of town with his mom Wednesday. So the last day we spoke was July 4th. I sent the last message and crickets until July 9th when he sent this. We got a screenshot. I didn't truly understand where my head was before, so that's why this message has been delayed until I was sure about what I both felt and thought about everything. I've come to terms with the whole slow burn thing you mentioned. I completely respect it. I love how you intentionally don't want to rush things. I apologize for any of the times I've made you feel uncomfortable as well.
Okay.
What does this mean? This led to a talk. He became distant because his friends got in his head to tell him I was using him. I guess they think I'm hungry since the only thing he did for me is pay for meals when we are out on Wednesdays. He also went on to say he felt like we haven't really gotten to know each other over the past 2 months and we aren't any closer with any progress, but he still wanted to hang out regularly because he liked the vibe. After further thought, I felt like this was a ploy to guilt me or push me into doing more with him. Since the most we have done physically is hold hands, we talk every day. He asks a bunch of questions to get to know me consistently. I ask questions, of course. We mostly text. I felt like I've gotten to know him better and felt more comfortable around as time went on, and I did genuinely like him and was interested. So after that, I just said, maybe you need to find someone who meets your needs and we can still be friends, since he is not used to this style of dating.
Okay.
Also, this is the second time he's expressed concerns about our progress after the third date. We had a talk because he expected more. We talked about things that we want, and I'm not trying to lead him on. For example, we went on a date. We were tipsy. I moved to sit next to him to see the stage at the venue more clearly. He starts feeling on me. I'm like, okay. When we ended up leaving, he asked me to come back to his place. I said no. He took that as to me not liking him or being serious about having a relationship. And to point out on a different date, I did go to his house just to show it wasn't about being in his house. But am I the asshole for the slow burn?
I didn't know that was a real term, so I'm still coming to terms with that.
It doesn't matter if it's a real term. I don't know the term. I know the term for other things.
Yeah.
Mostly movies.
Yeah.
But I get it. She
Yeah.
wants to take it slow.
Yeah. She doesn't want to have sex.
Okay.
Understood. And that's respect. I mean, those are her boundaries, so she's entitled to doing that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with you wanting a slow burn or taking things at your pace. And if that's somebody you want to have in your life, they have to, accept those terms. And if they don't, then I agree with you. They should go on about their business.
Yeah.
Make sure you understand what you want, or when that, what it is that you want, what signifies that next step, or what it is you're looking for in a relationship. Because it sounds like he didn't talk to you for a few days or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so that doesn't seem like it set well with you. So I think you need to talk holistically and don't just let this slow burn be the whole relationship or whatever it is that you're trying to build. Make sure all of your needs are being met.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It seems like it's kind of becoming the main focus. And is that you, or is that, what is it you really want out of here? What's the goal of this?
You said he's not used to this style of dating, but from what I'm taking, you're not used to this style of dating either. So there is nothing wrong with you setting the expectations for what you want. You are please adhere to what you believe is best for you in a relationship. Absolutely. If you do not want to have sex with them, do not have sex with them.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think the issue here is you guys are beginning to set yourselves up as diametrically opposed. So you're saying no sex so we can get to know each other. He's saying, how do we get to know each other without sex?
Yeah.
And sex is becoming this big thing in the relationship. Yep. And I think the real issue is you're not being clear.
I agree.
If you told him, hey, I'm going to be celibate until I'm married, he would understand that. If you told him, I don't know when I'll be ready, I need to feel a certain level of closeness, he could understand that. But then you guys are going out every week. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know. So for him, closeness is sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
For you, closeness is sex.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to have sex. So you don't want to feel obligated to be close. Yeah. But you guys aren't discussing, like, you're vibing, right? So you're talking and all this kind of stuff. And I get it. Mm-hmm. Unc understands. Mm-hmm. But this shit's so confusing.
Yeah.
Because what are we doing? The reason his friends get in his head is because it's 2025. I don't know if you know this. There's a lot of fucked up internet content out there.
There it is.
So everyone's using somebody. Chances are his friends were saying this because all he's doing is paying for dates. What have you done to reciprocate?
Fair.
And you can say, oh, well, it's his job to pay. Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's the defined roles.
But be clear.
Yes. Agreed.
But be clear.
Agreed.
Because some, not me, but some would say, well, if I'm paying for dates and I'm giving you all this time, what am I getting out of it? You can say that he's getting the relationship with you. That's how I think that's a...
But then she would be getting a relationship with him too.
Yeah.
Plus food. Yeah.
Hey,
that needs to be a discussion.
It's a slippery slope when you get into this kind of
stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think...
Clarity.
Or all, like, what is it she wants out of this?
It's just weird. Like, try to see it from his point of view, right? And then take his point of view, and you know his friends are dragging it, right? Mm-hmm. So his point of view is, okay, last year we went out like 3 times, but then she curved me. Mm-hmm. Then she just pops back up. But you weren't interested before, but now you're interested. And as long as I keep finding shit for us to do and paying for it, it's cool.
Yeah.
If a friend told you that, you'd be like, oh, that's suspicious. I'm not saying you're suspicious, but I can see where if he's already not sure, because remember, he doesn't know what to do if there's no sex. Not your problem, not your fault.
Right.
But if he doesn't know what to do if there's no sex, you're saying no sex. Now his friends are going to tell him most likely the most ignorant shit. Might be one healthy one, but for the most part, the most ignorant shit.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to think? So when you said, what does this mean? I mean, he literally wrote, I've come to terms with the whole slow burn thing you mentioned. I completely respect it. I love how you intentionally don't want to rush things. I apologize for any of the times I've made you feel uncomfortable as well. What do you mean? What does this mean? It means he's on board with the slow burn. But you got to give him more clarity on what this slow burn means. It kind of sounds like you're making it up as you go, which most of us are doing in life.
Yeah.
So you're not the asshole at all. Let's put that out
now
there.
That you read it, and I don't want to take this down to like another rabbit hole or something else, but I wonder are they exclusive?
I don't know.
Oh, because that could mean something else.
I don't know.
Because I'm trying to understand why she said the gap in the time from the 5th to he didn't text her back until the 9th or whatever. He said he was going out with his mom. But then that's the text that he texts when he starts texting back. Like he might have,
I don't know.
He might have,
But it sounds like.
Found somebody who was not in for a slow burn.
Would he be wrong?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the nature of the relationship.
I know we're on the internet, so this is going to sound kind of weird. But most of this internet shit is going to mess up your life. Okay? If you watch this internet shit, he should be taking you to the most expensive restaurants every day, buying you 3 or 4 houses if he's actually interested. Because if he wanted to, he would. But if you watch this internet shit, you're just using him for his resources. And what do you even bring to the table? And, you know, as a man, he has plenty of options, right? All this shit is going to lead both of y'all to be single forever. I'm not saying we're better. She's better. I might not be better. She's better, though. But that's where this shit gets confusing. Dating's never been easy. But I got to be honest, you live in the time where this shit has got to be the most fucked up ever. Because before, you just had your ignorant-ass friends, your ignorant-ass family, and maybe a magazine. Now you have this shit on your phone constantly. And I know it's weird, because you're probably watching us on the phone right now. Here's what I'm going to recommend. One, this is for everybody. When you're dating and talking, please don't text for months on end. Please don't do it. It builds up this false sense of intimacy, this false sense of knowing someone. You do not know that person. That person texts, "Hey, how are you?" And you heard, "Hey, how are you?" That's not what they meant. They meant, "Yeah, I mean, what's up?" That's all they meant. You're reading in the shit. It's not real connection. At least if you don't want to meet in person yet, at least try to get on the phone or FaceTime and all that. That's not just from me. It's from Esther Perel, and she's old and famous. So that was for everybody. But you're already past that. You're going on dates. Just try to be clear with him. So that doesn't mean you have to give him a timeline on when sex is going to happen.
I think first, though, before you even get to being clear with him, you need to be clear with yourself. What you want out of this. What does she
You're
see?
right.
Like that to me is the first step before she can start talking to him. I don't think she knows what she wants.
You're very, very right.
I think that's the that's the first ground rules for the confusion here.
There's tons of things on the internet that describe this very issue. And if he's watching the bad ones, oh man. I can say this, it wouldn't affect me, but I'm much older. I'm from a time where, you know, I don't think this would affect me even if I was his age, but I don't know because I'm from the 1980s. This shit is very pervasive, and it can begin to feel like, well, damn, we talking, but she like, it's just how you describe, it's how you guys define closeness and intimacy. Yeah. Intimacy isn't only sex, but apparently for him, if sex doesn't happen between date 2 and 4, it's a dub.
Or maybe not. Maybe I want to look at the positive spin on it. Maybe he really likes you and really like respects you.
Well, I mean, they're past date 2 and 4, so.
You know, and you're still not having sex, but he might also look at it as he has opportunity to go get it from somewhere else.
That was the positive spin?
That is a positive spin. What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. They don't know what it is.
Exactly. Like some people are like, no, that's the one I take home to mama, but the other ones I don't. So maybe she's the one that she wants to take home to mama, but he's going to go out and have fun still. I mean, it depends on where they are.
She doesn't know.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't know. No one's wrong.
It sounds like she's trying to set the pace. And maybe he's trying to adhere to it. Maybe he's not, but he doesn't know how to do it.
Right.
Damn, but then they're going to say he's not a leader. Boy, this shit is hard.
Well, I mean.
Man, even though you be, making up shit about how we got together, I'm going to just stay with you. I love you. I like you. I'll never do this shit again. This shit is terrible.
Yeah.
This shit is a mess.
Oh, yeah, I always say that.
That's why you stay with me? You just want to... I guess I'll stay with he's lying about how we got together, but I'll just stay with him.
No, I love you, babe. I'm in love with you. I'm happy and married to you. I love you, but I just don't have the patience or want to ever go through any of this nonsense. I just don't. That's real.
We've got more.
Okay.
I really don't feel like we adequately answered her.
I don't think we really can.
And I feel like I could talk about it for another 30 minutes and I still wouldn't actually give her a good enough thing.
Right. I think what we gave her is already, like, you need to find what you want. I think you first need to find what you want and then have discussion with him, understand where that is so you're not surprised, because she's going to be very hurt. She finds out he's having sex with someone else, if that matters to her.
We could have a whole...
I can see different angles of the whole thing. I can go around in circles, but I think that they have to define it together. It's their relationship. So one, she needs to find what she needs and where her boundaries are. She's trying to create new boundaries. So she's learned from her past experiences that she's missed red flags and that she's gone in and she becomes attached too early. So she's growing, and I give her kudos for that. And I think that's part of
But then I can
evolving.
also say, and this is not your issue to solve, this is his issue.
Yeah.
It's very hard to understand, well, damn, you was busting it wide open for them other dudes.
Yeah.
But now with me, you got a new set of...
You're in a different place in life.
Yeah. Again, that's not on you. That's what he has to deal with.
That's the beautiful dynamic of human beings. And that's why there needs to be discussion and understanding and clarity. And, maybe he sees what she's seeing. He said like after 2 or 4, well, he was also going down that path and not getting what he wanted out of it, obviously, because he's still available for her. So maybe they're going on the path together. I don't know. Maybe he wants to make this, whenever the slow burn gets to where it's supposed to be, it's something magical and beautiful. He might be on board.
And then ultimately, 25 plus years later, y'all gonna be lying about how you got together anyway. So
I knew you were gonna bring that back up.
Yeah, I'm nothing if not consistent.
Yeah, like that about you too.
Since you asked.
Since you asked what?
That's the name of our next email.
All right, let's get into it.
Since you asked. I'm new to your podcast and I've been binging it for 1 month. You extended the invitation to write about what's on my mind. So since you asked, want to hear it? Here it go.
That's a great intro.
Yeah. Like, I ain't want to write it.
You gave the homework, so here it goes now. I want my grade, and I want you to read it and tell me what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. All right.
Tighten up,
I like
Robert. I'm married, have no kids, and for now have a flourishing career. I was headhunted by a CEO to come work, so I took a leap of faith and landed where I am.
Nice.
It's going okay, but I get vibes that make me feel like others in leadership aren't down with the path laid out for me by the CEO. It's eating at me, and I can only confide in my work equal at another company. They told me last week that they'd never feed me negativity, but since I was pouring this out to them, they shared with me all the slights they'd picked up on from my overall talk of work. In their observation, they think that there is a measure of jealousy, and some may perceive me as a professional threat. I don't care about the things that they do, nor do I even think the way they do about certain matters. It makes me sick to think of it because I'm the only black kid in a lot of spaces. I'm talented, and this response to my performance is tiresome. It's like they make deliberate efforts to minimize me when their colleagues and higher ups see me or center themselves near me when we're in shared spaces.
Yep.
This is the best paying job I've had, and I clearly see my value in ways I'd not been formally exposed. I've already had the "what did you hire me for" conversation, which ended with a promotion and significant raise.
Yep.
The issue isn't the CEO. It's the next in command who's not on board. To be fair, next in command delivered the messaging about the promotion for which I was most grateful. I'm trying not to gaslight myself in reading the room because I can feel the hatred. I guess if you know, you know.
Yep. I know.
I'm twixt in between. I'm so tired of having to softball my talents to feed the egos of others. Darn it, I'm brilliant, but I'm humble with mine. Yep. I'm capable of more. I bore easily when I'm not mentally challenged, and I feel like I'm losing critical skills. Here's the catch. I'm middle-aged, a higher income earner, and job hopping makes me nervous. I sit at the table with the high-profile decision makers outside of my company. They request my handling of their affairs, but I can feel the glaring eyes in the back of my head from those within my company.
Yep.
I'm getting too old for this. What to do? Buckle down, get some more professional education, and just be great in hopes my talents can be used elsewhere? Yeah. Or learn to accept and cope that at my big age, this is the price you pay for being the only black kid in the class.
Damn.
Bars.
That's bars. So I know so many people can resonate with what you're experiencing because I know I can. And the fact that you already job hunted to another company, that's already a big thing from the CEO. But I recommend reading The Memo by Minda Harts. That's it. The Memo.
The what?
The Memo.
You said it weird twice.
I did.
You said like the memo.
The Memo.
I was like, what?
Memo.
But then you said it again. I was like, oh.
The Memo. I recommend you read that book. And I think you have to find out, like, what do you want out of this job? And I think, I know I've been in the same situation where you just you kind of feel like you don't get to hone in on your skills or sharpen your skills or grow your skills because it's kind of like belittled the things that are assigned to you or given to you, and that raise and that she said she got a raise and a promotion. All that's like hush stuff, right? And it's really more like you're looking for like exposure, challenge, conquering growth. That's probably what, I mean, it sounds like this is what the reader's looking for. And you're already a threat. Like that's just clearly that's what it is. You're just a threat. I would say you have to look for the lane that you want to do. Like how being in this position helps you for your future, or how can you get some skills out of this that will make you better for your own personal growth. If you look for the company or these people who are not in line with your CEO, you're going to be led down a trail of nowhere, right? You're not going to get anywhere else. You're not going to be invited. You're not going to be in the in crowd. Like, so if you're looking for that, then you may want to look to leave. It's just not going to happen unless there's like some big change inside of that senior leadership. The executive leadership seems like they recognize you, but who runs the day-to-day and who like does all that stuff is going to be your senior leadership. And it seems like they're not in line, and that's where you have to make the decision. I understand. She said that, she has to like basically put on her big girl panties and understand if that's all there is. That's reality. Like it or not, that's really reality. And it seems like you're in this place at least where you have options, and you have to explore those options and find out what's better for you. That book resonated with me because one, so you don't feel like you're alone, right? And Minda Harts went through some of those things, and she even got into executive leadership, and she decided to go elsewhere and like start doing her own thing. Just because of that, it happens constantly, and you have to decide what you want. That's really what it is. And don't take it as I always say, look at it as the opportunity, because you can get very like run down and pulled down by the negativity of it, because that's reality. It is a negative thing that's happening. It's not fair. It's not just. And there's not really much you can do about it. What you have control over, what you can do, is how you spin it and how you capitalize off of what can you do with that, right? Can you, at that company, can you then get some kind of networking with other companies or in that same space? You say you already have like friends in other companies that are like in similar things. Grow your network more. Maybe get involved with some more of the community aspects of the company. Maybe look at opportunities to
she said, I sit at the table with high profile decision makers outside of my company.
Yeah.
They request my handling of their affairs.
Yes.
So your network is great.
That's awesome.
Keep building that, because that's you.
Yes. So look at this time that you're in this company as that time to season that network. Like have it work for you as you're working for them, and you kind of have to understand that this place ain't gonna get me anywhere further, but I can use this, or I can gravitate for this to add to my pedigree to get me there. Like you have to understand the place that you are in for that, and then make it work for you. If you can take some classes, you can do some skill, make it work for you.
I'm glad you mentioned that part, because she wrote what to do, get some more professional education, and just be great and host my talents can be used elsewhere. And that's a possibility. And I'm always pro education. I always do more trainings and things.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to warn about is oftentimes we confuse our greatness with we need more education. You are already skilled at it. So I'm not saying don't get an education. I'm just saying take a moment and recognize you've done all this without the next level of education you're going to do. You are great, and don't forget to honor the skills you've already developed, and don't think you need another certificate or another degree or whatever it is you were thinking about doing to validate you. You are already valid.
Yeah.
And if you choose to do another thing, it's just because you want to further expand your base, but it's not because you need it to get to another job. You are already operating at the highest of levels, and you did that.
And don't confuse. I don't want to confuse educational skills with like transferable skills and growth of skills. So just because I'm saying, get educational skills doesn't mean necessarily another certificate or degree. It might just mean exposure to some other forms of like classes.
I would explore more mentorship with the current
Yeah.
CEO who
Yeah.
apparently thinks so highly of you.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
have another talk with them like, hey, for my advancement, for my professional growth, what do you guys offer? Because that's really how it happens. It's not about who works the hardest. It's not about who's the smartest at things. It's about who you know and how you navigate that political, social sea in interactions with people.
And I'm still a little bit of your Robert Sawyer Co. here. Be intentional. Make your own action plan after you decide what you want to do, and say whoever it is that you report to. Since you're not CEO, you report to somebody, or you talk to somebody. Say, hey, look, here's my action plan. This is what I want to do. I need X and Y. How can you help me get there? Coming already with a prepared plan of where you want to go. It's like there's no question around agendas or what it is that you're seeking. Or maybe having that conversation with the CEO saying, hey, look, I'm here. I really want to go here. I'm growing here. I need a little help in here. How can you help me get there? Are there courses you recommend? Are there like, what are those organizations or groups or clubs to do? Or maybe the company has a lack in that thing and you could start one, right? So yeah, it sounds like you're in a really good space, and maybe you just have to step back and really see what you can do with it. Good luck there. That's awesome.
Our next email. Am I the asshole for cutting off my best friend of over 10 years and her wife? I, 26-year-old female, had a best friend since high school, who I'll call D. D and I met in freshman year and were school friends, but became closer over time. By senior year, we were spending weekends at each other's houses and getting body mods together. D is married to another friend I had in high school, who I'll call T. T and I were friends for the same amount of time. However, we fell out in senior year because she was flirting with a guy she knew I was being intimate with. We weren't in a relationship, but she knew we were intimate with one another, and I had to hear about it from him. I did distance myself from them both, in fairness, because they both knew what they were doing. For minor backstory, D and T were dating in high school as well, but broke up because T was unfaithful enough times for D to not want to be with her anymore. But when all of that went down, I stayed neutral because they were my friends. My strongest stance was, I wasn't in the bed with y'all, so leave me out of it. They rekindled as adults, and because D was my best friend and T was too once upon a time, I decided to rekindle and bury the hatchet. The same reason I rekindled with her was the same reason I cut her off. She was my dog.
Oh.
So in the later portion of last year, I had 2 close family members pass away in the span of 3 weeks. My father and nephew. D and T babysat my children so I could attend my nephew's service, which was a week before my father passed away. My father passed away a week before my grandma's birthday, and my grandma's birthday would be the last day I speak to D and T. I didn't think much of it because of how shaken I was. D reached out to me for Thanksgiving, but with the children, cooking, alcohol consumption, and grief, I didn't respond. It wasn't intentional because it was a few people who didn't receive one. The first week of December, I asked D, can she watch my children so I can clean out my father's apartment? The person I normally would have had watch them was unavailable. I asked D a Monday and let her know I'd do it Friday and I'd supply whatever they needed, plus allow her to use my Snap card for whatever she needed in the house. She agreed, and we had a regular conversation. I even told her about why I didn't reply on Thanksgiving, and she seemed to have understood. I let her know even if something comes up, she can still use my card, but to just let me know so I have time to pivot. I called D Wednesday, no answer. Figured she was busy, so I didn't call again. Called D Thursday, same thing. I sent a text and got no reply. I don't press it. Friday comes, I call her twice. I get no answer. I finally decided to call T and ask her, was D still going to take the children? Because I had to clean my father's apartment out. T says D has been sick for 2 days, Wednesday, and wasn't replying to anyone because she's sick and doesn't want to be bothered. I asked how come nobody told me when she said she knew D planned to take the kids, and she says, well, you didn't call me and ask me. If you'd call me, I would have told you she was sick.
Damn.
So I asked how come D couldn't reply to a text letting me know, and she says she's not even replying to her mom. If you knew she planned to watch the kids, you could have asked me what was up. My thing is, a text takes no time. T knew she planned to take the children and could have let me know plans changed if her wife was too sick. I wouldn't have been upset, especially since I told her they could still use my Snap card if they couldn't watch them. T goes off on a tangent about how, 1, I answer the phone when I feel like it. We last spoke in October, the week after my dad died, and never again until she reached out for Thanksgiving. 2, I could have called her to make sure they were taking the kids and other people have things going on, so I shouldn't have expected them to let me know they weren't. 3, when her aunt passed away, I was an absent friend. When the statement was made, I generally didn't remember when she passed away, but I knew it wasn't recently. 4, they just watched my kids from my nephew's funeral, so why was I so sure they were even willing to watch them again this soon? D used to take my children every other weekend before she married T. Not saying it had something to do with the cease of that, just something I noticed. Now, I'm working on this, but I sometimes speak with wrath when I get angry. So I blocked them both because I knew I'd say something I'd regret. Ironically, 2 days later, she posted her aunt, and come to find out, her aunt passed away 2 years ago. So for 2 years, she felt like I was an absent friend when your aunt passed away. I was in a custody battle around that time, just moved into my apartment from the shelter months prior, and had just gotten my daughter's level 3 autism diagnosis. But I know I was checking up on her as much as I could. But waited until my only parent had been dead for 2 months to say something. D never said anything. I'd never spoke to D about any of this that went on between me and T. I knew even when they're both wrong, she'd back her wife. But T compared her aunt dying to me losing my father was insane to me. It also was crazy to me that they felt like I was supposed to go to extra lengths when D herself made a plan with me and could have let me know she couldn't. Sorry for the long post, but am I the asshole for cutting them off? I miss my friend occasionally, but felt I was done wrong, so fuck her.
Oh, wow. That was a long post. There's a lot of stuff in there.
But you know what? Very well written. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I followed. Did you follow?
I followed right along.
I followed well. Very well written.
Yeah. I don't know where to start with that.
Well, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Are you the asshole? No. But neither are your friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you guys seem to be lacking emotional maturity, emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence would look like, damn, just how when I was going through things, they also go through things. Why didn't she communicate with you? She should have.
She's sick.
She should have. She should have communicated with you.
Yeah.
But she didn't. I don't see how that equals a fuck you.
Right.
Because when you were going through something and you didn't respond to anybody,
She accepted it. Yeah.
and you were cool with it. So you're not extending them the grace that they extended you. Again, she should have communicated that to you. But shouldn't be a word. It should either be it is or it isn't, but that's not the world we live in. You're not wrong for your feelings, but I think you're being a little harsh on them, if I'm being real. T should have told you all that up front, but people don't do that. They should, but again, I just said shouldn't be a word. D could have answered you. It's just a text, but remember, you could have answered them that other time.
Yep. Just a text.
You got upset because T compared her aunt dying to your dad dying. I don't know their life, but I'm not going to assume that just because it's your dad, you have a closer, more meaningful relationship with your dad than she did with her aunt. For all I know, her aunt raised her. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. I'm just saying loss is loss. And so I try to avoid ever playing the misery Olympics because no one wins.
No one.
You're not grieving more because it's your dad. I don't want to compare grief. To me, that's not insane. Insane to me is when the lady at my gym compared her dog dying to my mom dying. That was insane to me. But again, let's not keep score.
Yeah.
You're not the asshole, but I don't think your friends are the asshole either in this one.
No.
And I think, you miss your friend. Just talk to them.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, I felt this way about this. I know you were going through something. I just wish you would have told me because it was tough for me. I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Damn, girl, my bad. I also had a lot going on. I wish we would have just talked more and been clearer with each other. It's not a reason to throw away a friendship.
Yeah.
It just really isn't. It's unfortunate, but don't forget, it's all surrounded by grief. You're all grieving something. You're all going through something. They got their life. They got this. People
I think
be
there's,
busy.
but I think there's, I mean, and I'm not going to say I know these set of women, but it seems like there's also something there. That's the reason why she brought up the whole thing about T. There's something there.
Yeah, I don't think you really fuck with T.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever let go of that shit from high school.
Yeah. She
I also
really,
think you feel some kind of way about T cheating on D and then D getting back with it.
Yeah. It seems like D is probably a little more passive in a lot of things. So like I think like not that's why now she's talking to T trying to talk up for her, like kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then her vice versa. Right. So it seems like D is like a little passive of a person, and she's got like two people who love her, kind of like battling for her, like advocating for her. But I don't think you just like cut people out. I mean, if you want to, you can, but it seems
You
like
can always cut people off.
It sounds like you don't really want to, though.
I don't see malintent on their part.
No, I don't.
I see where they could have communicated more. They should have communicated more, but I don't see them being mean-spirited about it.
No.
And so if we're looking at someone's intentions, which we can never really read someone's intentions, but if we try to look at the intention and not just their action, I don't see where they were like setting you up or, you know, just mad at you. I don't see that. I think you're all hurt. I think you're all angry about something. Life is short when you connect with someone, when you have that sisterhood that you're describing having with D at least. It's going to be tested, but I wouldn't throw it away because I was angry.
Right. You have a falling out. And then like maybe there needs to be an argument or something. I mean, you know.
But have the argument.
Have the argument. Don't
That's
just
the thing.
throw it away.
People want to argue and then
no,
that's
I
it.
mean,
Fuck you.
Yeah, you got to lean into it. Like you got to lean into it. Like, you know.
So
I remember, just really quick there. There's like I had this say already one of my friends. I told you it was recent, and I'm like, no, why is it I got to call you? You don't call me. That doesn't work for me. Oh, we're gonna talk about this right now? Yeah, when's the best time to talk about it? We're gonna talk about this. I don't like that. So I mean, I'm just gonna say that it seems like you and D have a real close relationship. Go through the difficult part of having an argument, a disagreement, and not just say fuck you.
And I think that's very sound what you said. I was gonna say people talk about our relationship a lot. One of the things in a relationship, romantic friend, whatever the relationship is, there can't be the threat of it ending for everything. No. So there's no argument we're gonna have where if you don't agree with me, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So if my wife misrepresents the truth and our history that I know to be true, what some would call gaslighting, that doesn't mean I'm gonna end it with her. Because she's been lying for a long time. It's not the end of our relationship. There's no argument we're gonna have. No one argument.
Right. And if my spouse, my husband, feels that he needs to go on and make these fairy tale things of something that happened in the past, that doesn't mean that it's a donezo.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's finale.
I think we're on the same page.
I agree. Good luck with that. I would talk to your friend though. I wouldn't end it. My perspective, I wouldn't end it, but it's up to you.
Yeah, you sound mad and hurt. I don't see why this is the ending of a relationship.
You need a community. You need the village. So you have to nourish the village.
I think she feels some kind of way that she used to say the kids more often. And when T was married, when D married T, suddenly she ain't taking the kids like that.
But then
I don't think you fuck with T.
But I also think D is a little bit of a pushover. It was a little passive from both of them. Outside looking at.
In our next Ask the Black Kids, y'all, this is in a week. It's wild times. We love it. If you want to send us your story, onlyblackkids.com. Whoa. You remember last week how the lady gave us the ChatGPT summary?
Yeah. We appreciate those too.
Lock in. Adulting is hard. Hello, please keep me anonymous. Mm-hmm. Which I'd also like to say, for the most part, you're just always going to be anonymous. If you say I can use your name, then I'll use your name.
Yeah.
If you send a picture, I'm not posting the picture unless you say I can post the picture.
Right.
I need it explicitly written. You may say my name. You may use the picture. That should have been in announcements. All right. Adulting is hard. Hello, please keep me anonymous. Looking for both of your thoughts and opinions because it feels like everyone I'd normally talk to about these things has skin in the game for this one. I'm a female in my mid-30s, and I'm feeling a stretch between filial duties and self-fulfillment.
What duties?
Filial duties and self-fulfillment. Background. I'm my mom's, who's 60 years old, only surviving child. Mom remarried when I was an adult. After my dad died, stepdad, who's 60s, has really tried to fulfill the step part as he stepped into the role of husband to my mom and father figure for me. Step has one living son in his 40s and lost an adult son 30 years ago. My stepbrother is a person I can't respect, and I've never in 10 years done more than briefly greet him. Less than 5 times in 10 years. Stepdad has various health issues, along with being 350 pounds and not a great chance of making another 20 years.
Wow.
Mom has some alcohol dependence that stepdad has been doing an okay job of moderating. All that to say, for both my mom and stepdad, I'm the only one who's around to help prop them up through aging. They are thankfully financially independent and stable, but physically, they tire easier, and I know the decline is inevitable bearing any sudden unexpected death. I live 30 minutes from them, and have for the past 10 years. I'm asexual as well as aromantic, and my stepdad seems to have understood this to mean that I will never need to prioritize a husband/spouse/family before my parents. I've been working on a late in life first degree, bachelor's, in order to reach a new tier of income and expand my life. I have a demisexual and aromantic friend of 15 years, with whom I've been making plans to move in together and foster kids. We both have always wanted to foster or adopt since childhood, and that shifted to foster as we matured. But since both of us are looking at a single lifestyle, we're discussing joining together in order to foster together. We both know raising kids and fostering is rough and time-consuming, especially solo. Friend and I are planning to move in together somewhere we both would enjoy living, weather, cost of living, diversity, politics, as we both currently live in separate states that neither of us enjoy. This has been in the works for 2 to 3 years as we've slowly shaped the details of our plans. Last year, we went on a trip and visited various cities and states to narrow down where we'd be looking to move. We're looking at moving in the next year or so. I haven't mentioned any of these plans to my parents. I have mentioned planning to shift careers once I get my degree, obvious, and have once or twice in the past 3 years implied a new job may involve moving since most jobs are in bigger cities and few are fully remote. Here's where I need advice. 1. What sort of timeline should I be looking at for discussing and informing my parents of the move? My current plan is to wait until I've got a job lined up and tell them with the move framed inside of the job opportunity, not as a pre-planned inevitability. 2. Should I be discussing informing my parents of my plan to move in with my friend and foster together prior to doing it? My stepdad barely understands the asexual, aromantic thing. Hardly believes it's real, to be honest, but given the self-evident truth, is going along with it. However, he's intimated multiple times over the years that my friend and I may be closet lesbians and how he'd totally accept it if it were. My mom has corrected him each time. I know that even if my mom would believe and understand, which isn't guaranteed because aro-ace is so non-normal, my stepdad would take us moving in together and being legally married in order to co-foster a parent as proof that I'm not aro or ace. My friend is not straight and we've been lesbians the whole time. I'm really not interested in having my very real and true sexuality questioned yet again. I know it's inevitable, but I'm kind of hoping to put it off until the move happens and I'm already gone. I also don't want to have to defend all my choices. Fostering means dealing with other people's problems when I could just give your mom a grandbaby and find yourself a husband to rely on and look out for you. 3. Is it acceptable for me to put myself and my plans before my filial duty? My parents very vocally, my stepdad, both plan to have me around to look after them as they grow old. My stepdad had reminded me and confirmed multiple times that if something ever happened to one of them, I'd move in with the one left alive to help them out since they wouldn't know what to do with themselves if they lost each other and they have too much house to look after alone. Moving half a country away would make that difficult since if something happened to one of them, I wouldn't quit my job and abandon whatever life I established to be their new support or spousal replacement. I don't like living in the area I live. My parents chose it, and at the time, it made sense to stick close to them. Nowhere within an 8-hour drive of here is viable in terms of factors my friend and I looked for places to live. While fostering solo is arguably doable, I don't know that it's really doable when the option to co-parent is sitting right there if I break away from parents' radius. So the compromise options aren't really compromise since it feels like all or nothing. I know my friend would not live somewhere neither of us want to live so that my parents are happy with my ability to look after them if that's needed. I don't feel like I should have to put my life on hold until they both die. I also don't think I should structure my life decisions around them. I also know that were I to marry a man and we moved to the opposite side of the country or world for job opportunities and children having better school opportunities, my parents wouldn't kick up a fuss. Because, to my stepdad/parents, my husband and family would be priority. But I don't have a husband, and even if my friend and I get a legal marriage for our purposes, it's not a man, so my parents would still be my responsibility. At the same time, a part of me feels the duty to do right by my parents as they've done right by me. Where's the line that I cross into unfilial and or bad person? 4. Do I just need to sort my priorities and deal with whatever fallout? Thanks for any opinions. Sorry for the long story. P.S. My mom tells my stepdad anything and everything I tell her, so there's no option to just tell one and not the other.
Wow. There's a lot going on there.
There is.
Adulting is hard there.
It is hard. But as someone who has dealt with this, your filial duty is your filial duty, but it's not your obligation.
Right.
So I really don't believe that parents that are trying to raise a healthy child, a productive member of society, expect that child to only live for them.
Right.
Everything you've described is your parents have supported you, your parents are there for you, your parents love you. They don't understand parts of your life, and that's okay.
It is.
Because at least the attempt they've made, which might not feel like enough, but the attempt they've made is to say, well, it's okay if you're a lesbian. And while you are nowhere near a lesbian, and that just seems kind of reductive, they're trying within their capacity. Is it enough? No.
Yep.
But I'd rather they're trying within their limited capacity than they were just, well, the Bible says, like, yeah. So with that said, one, you said if that becomes a necessity, it will become a necessity. They will decline. One will die. And we don't know when.
Right.
You don't want to structure your life around them. You don't want to not live your life, but you don't want to abandon them. And that's a decision you're going to have to start planning for now.
Yep.
If it's me, I still make the move. I still live the life, because this could be 20 years from now.
Could be.
Are you going to start fostering then? Are you going to tell your friend, just wait for me for the next 20? You don't know.
Yep.
But you can start strategizing. What are we going to do? You said they're financially stable. That helps a lot, obviously.
Yep.
What's the plan? Let's make plans now.
Yep.
Should you be telling them that you're going to move? If you know it's going to be just more of a hassle for you, then it's not really a benefit to you. But if like my wife is saying, if it's inevitable, then why not? It's going to be a trouble for you later on anyway.
Yeah.
You can frame it as, I'm definitely going to move for a job. There aren't jobs around here.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Fight you on that?
Yeah.
Should you be telling them that you want to foster? Given that they have a complete misunderstanding of your sexuality, I don't see where this is a benefit to you. But at the same time, people are going to say what they're going to say.
Yeah. You have to be okay with that. That's what I was going to say. Like, you have to be okay with
As I say
with
many
knowing
times,
that.
you have to be okay with being the bad guy in somebody's story.
I think it sounds like the poster wants to tell, right? And so I think that by her trying to keep it a secret, it's going to become too much.
But she wants her peace as well.
Yes, but she has to, like, you can't sacrifice, like, you sacrifice one for the other. You kind of have to be okay with that. What she wants acceptance, and she wants it to be okay and liked. And I think that is unrealistic.
Right now, the thing that they are not accepting is that you're not going to drop everything to take care of them when the time comes. They don't know about the fostering thing. For me, I'm not telling them because I don't want to deal with their bullshit. But I also wouldn't be afraid to deal with their bullshit.
Right.
So don't do it out of fear. Do it out of protecting your peace.
Yeah.
And then just start talking to them like, hey, I didn't marry y'all, so what can we strategize to make this work?
Yeah, although I know it's gonna, to me it sounds like it's gonna be like some unsavory conversations after.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but they're gonna feel let down and she's gonna feel guilt. I think that's where they're trying to prevent.
But as she said, she knows if she married a man and moved across,
so that's
family
what I'm saying. There's
thing.
part of her that's hurt that is not.
Which speaks to the acceptance piece that you said.
Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
So she needs to work through that part. Like there's some stuff there in her that she needs to be okay. This is what I want because it's what for me, and they're not gonna like that or be able to get to where they can support me, and that's okay. So she has some work to do on her. And then her expectations are very, like, she still can go do her life, but they may not be on the same ride with her. And she has to be okay with that. But right now, what she's trying to do to play, everyone is happy, let's pretend, but she's sacrificing herself in order for the pretend world.
Or at least she's prepared to.
Yes, and that's not healthy. That only goes so far, because then all that's going to do is chip away at her. And I mean, depression comes in different sizes and shapes and look about. So I think she's trying to prevent that from the mother. I feel that now she feels like she's the holder of
To be honest, she talked about a stepdad way more. I think the stepdad being the positive person in her life after her father's death, I think she feels a duty to her mother as well. But she didn't really talk about her mom that much. She talked about the stepdad and the stepdad and the stepdad.
Right, like but he was like the shining light into her mom's life, is what I'm saying.
And hers.
And she doesn't want to be another burden to her mom, is what I'm saying. She doesn't want to cause another hardship that takes her down a spiral. That's the guilt she has on her.
Yeah.
And that's so much pressure to put on herself.
It is.
And she shouldn't, she has to find that right boundary, that space, and be at peace with that. That's the part where I would recommend her working on herself.
How?
I don't know. Maybe it's a friend, or maybe it's a therapist, or maybe it's a pastor or whomever. But she needs to work through that. She needs to navigate being okay with her life being her life, and that however her mom or stepmom perceives it is not her fault.
So let's sum this up. What sort of timeline should I be looking at for discussing with my parents? The one that makes the most sense for you, that aligns with your spirit.
Yeah.
If that's a year out, if that's 6 months out, if you want to frame it as this is part of the job and they're not going to question that, then do that. Protect your peace.
Yeah.
You said you mentioned it a few times, like 3 times over a certain number of years. You can start mentioning it more.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at these jobs. Yeah, a lot of them are over here. 2, should I be discussing and informing my parents of my plan to move in with my friend and foster? I say no. But again, the difference for me is not out of a place of fear, out of the place of I don't need negativity. 3, is it acceptable for me to put myself and my plans before my filial duty? Yes. But because you have that filial duty and you feel that it's important to do that, start strategizing. What can we do?
What does that look like?
4, do I just need to sort my priorities and deal with whatever fallout? That's what all of this is.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3 are 4.
Yep.
So you're not wrong. You're putting a lot of pressure on you, like my wife says. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and you're trying to do right by everybody. Do right for you.
Yeah.
And I'm trusting that you are a person of integrity.
Yeah.
And when you do right for you, you will be in the best place to do right by your family. Thank you for writing us.
Yep. Good luck.
And in our final Ask the Black Kids,
Whew.
this one's titled Curtis White.
Oh.
You can use my name. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer. I have been here since episode 3, and I have enjoyed the shenanigans, serious advice, and the jokes. Even though I was falsely accused of not making my own Alfredo sauce by Mr. Sawyer a couple of episodes ago, there's no serious reason for this Ask the Black Kids. I just wanted to show off my beautiful girlfriend from a picture we took.
Aww.
And here's that picture.
Aww. And he make his own Alfredo sauce.
All right.
Oh, they look happy together too. They were out on vacation or something. They're outside.
So what had happened was...
It was time for a good time.
What had happened was I was talking about how my wife can really cook.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm not sure if it was that episode or the one before it. I said something about cooking too. How I ain't got nobody to cook for because my wife don't let me cook for her. This wasn't the first time. I just want to say this wasn't the first time. Subs were thrown. And he said, I got a family secret I want to share. There's this guy. He's a therapist, but not my therapist. And he's always talking about his cooking. And low key, it feel like he's challenging me to my cooking.
Yep.
Even though I know he's not actually talking to me. I really want to run these chef hands and show him what this one-legged ninja can do. That's verbatim. I don't remember exactly, but it's something like that, right?
Yeah.
And if you remember, I said, space and opportunity, my boy. And then somewhere else, there was a story, and it was a toxic confession. And the girl said, I don't know why he don't want to stay with me. I'll make him like mashed potatoes out the box.
Oh.
And you said, out the box? Who makes out the box? And I said, probably the person that challenged me to a cook-off.
Yeah.
So when I said there were subs, I was the one subbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't subbing. I was the one subbing. I mean, he kind of subbed.
Yeah. Okay.
So, falsely, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What Pusha T say? Pusha T said, I'm just minding my business. They say it about me. I didn't. So the olive branch has been extended.
Yeah. He said he don't use no jar Alfredo. Don't try him like that.
Who you got? Who you got in the cook-off?
I don't know.
Really?
Is it cook-off with me?
It would
With
be
you?
me and him.
Oh, babe, I must be your. Oh my gosh.
For one, I know I win.
I got you.
You know why?
Why?
I'm gonna have you as my sous chef.
I don't know. You get kind of flustered with me telling you directions.
Directions? You gonna be doing it? I watched The Bear. Yes, chef.
Oh boy.
You gonna do this myself? No.
Yeah. Okay then.
I'm gonna win.
All right then. If it's both of us, then let's go. Let's get it.
Okay. What you thought? It's you and me for everything.
Everything for life.
For
Got
life.
that. Got that.
You see me, you see her, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So if you really want to run it, run it.
So I want all the classmates now to watch this on tape because I got you on camera now saying for life because you said that 80 nonsense. I had to get that cut out. You just said for life.
You know, there's another side of that coin.
No. You said for life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But there's another side of that coin.
What's the other side?
The other side of that coin is you've admitted that you called me every night over summer because you wanted something from me.
I did.
Yeah.
I said I wanted the music.
We know what you wanted. We know what you wanted.
Okay. I wanted the music.
Oh, we know what you wanted. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Let's not take it toxic because it's already time for Toxic Confessions.
Woo-hoo. Come on, give it to me. I need some toxic.
That just sounds so weird.
Because my life don't have that kind of stuff in it.
So you need it?
This is the only place I get the drama from. My life is so easy going. I don't get this kind of drama.
You want it?
Yeah, I like it when I get to hear it.
So let's start with the one that was sent to me from Miss Parker for real. Look what
Hi,
y'all
Miss
did.
Parker.
Look what y'all did.
What you got?
So Miss Parker for real sent this to me. So
Okay.
This is from Miss Parker for real. Well, y'all help her because what the F? Here we go. My daughter is 24 years old and pregnant with her first child. She has been with the child's father for a year. I don't want him with my daughter yet, alone have a baby together. I know him because he has been my sneaky link for the last 3 years.
No.
My husband and I were not been in a good place when I met C at a lounge in DC. He's a vibe. I started growing feelings for him. He has confessed that he loves me. Well, a year ago, C and I broke up because my husband expressed his love for me and we renewed our vows.
Damn.
C still loves me. He met my daughter and has love bombed her.
Oh.
He is always at my house, spending time with her. I had a talk with him and he said that he didn't know she was my daughter, but fell for her immediately.
Okay.
About 4 months ago, he came to see her, but she had to work overtime. It was just he and I, and we had sex.
Oh my God.
It was better than ever.
Jeez.
So we have been sneaking around since then.
Damn.
I love my family, but we don't want to stop sneaking around. Tuesday, I found out I was pregnant.
Oh Lord.
I haven't told anybody.
Oh no.
My husband had an injury after we had my daughter.
Oh no.
And he can't have children.
Oh.
My question
goodness.
is,
These
do
poor
I have a
kids.
smortion and keep my sneaky link? I don't want to take away from my daughter's limelight since she will be having my first grandchild, but I always wanted more children. What do I do?
This is a bad human.
You're
It's
the
a bad
fucking worst.
human.
Oh my
This
God.
is terrible.
Oh my Lord.
This is just terrible.
Oh my
These
Lord.
poor kids. These
That is
poor kids. That's terrible.
That is so let's do the family science. Her child would be siblings with her grandchild.
Yes.
Her daughter would be her own siblings'
She'd be the aunt and the mama.
aunt.
Oh no.
Aunt?
She'd be the sister and the mom.
Okay, she'd be the sister aunt. She'd be the sister to one, the mom to another. I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie.
And then the baby would be the aunt and the grandchild. So that'd be the niece of the aunt.
Uncle
and they're the
and
same
uncle?
age. Or the aunt and uncle, yeah. And they'd be the same age.
I'm so confused. I'm really confused.
So can you imagine being an aunt with a niece the same age?
Well, no.
Yes.
No. It's the same dad. So can you?
That's right. The dad.
It's your aunt who's your sister, not your niece.
Oh, that's right.
That's
it's the aunt who's your sister.
That's much worse. You
your
can be an
sister
aunt
and the niece.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
At the same damn time. That's
oh man.
That's crazy.
That's beyond toxic. That's nuclear. That's. Ooh, what is that?
Cis TT. TT cis. Auntie sister. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's kind of breaking my brain. I'm not gonna even lie.
Oof.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I think we done. I don't read nothing else. Never mind. I don't want no more toxic stuff. Let me go back to my unicorns and rainbows. That hurt my brain. How do you explain that?
The thing is, my love. I believe these.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's not happened before. Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So they sent this to her. Someone, she doesn't just find these.
That's
Someone
crazy.
sent this to her.
That's crazy.
And she sent it to us. So
That's crazy.
I can say, in our limited time of reading Miss Parker Toxic Confessions, she's risen to the
She's
right.
she got some toxic shit.
Telling you.
That's fucked up.
What do you take from today's show?
I enjoyed classmates writing in. You know, some people are working through some things, but you know, of all the stories that we had written there, I see people trying.
Resilience.
And I love to see that. You know, maybe everyone's like it is a constant development. So I like to hear from people who are at least attempting. They may not always be going the way they want to, or maybe even things that I agree with, but I see everyone who's writing in making an attempt and trying to do right by themselves or doing better for themselves, or just, you know, in the circle of life, there is no real definitive right and wrong way.
Yeah.
We're all like, you know, going through the motions as we go through life. So that part I like to see, even if I disagree with it. So I appreciate everyone writing in, and please keep it coming. I love to hear these things. I'm exposed to new terminology, you know, slow burn, you know, that was, you know, but everyone.
I like the diversity amongst the classmates.
Oh yeah, I do love that.
The show is called Only Black Kids in the Class, but again, the show is for everybody.
It's for
and we have
everybody.
classmates of every make and creed. We have classmates all over the world now. We have classmates of
different social economical status,
everything.
Like I love all of that. Yeah, we're all just humans here. Like sometimes all of these arguments, all these things, all the bad news, all the stuff, people just realize we're just human beings trying to do our best. And
We don't talk about all that's going on in the world.
if everyone just recognize we just trying to do our best to keep going in there to find peace, I think we'd have a lot less of this toxicity. We just all trying to do our best.
I agree with
Yeah, that's it. We just human beings being. That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Please check us out on all socials at Only Black Kids on IG, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yep.
And of course, hit us up at onlyblackkids.com. What is it, babe?
Onlyblackkids.com.
And if you're here this long, you obviously rock with us.
Yeah.
Go on and leave that 5-star review. 5 stars. You've been here this long, right? Like,
Yeah.
you just going to
Why
5-star
not?
review.
And also for so many of you, you're writing in, and I've been doing the comments. I've been responding. A lot of you are not following, so please go ahead and follow, so we can keep growing the community, so we can keep having this diversity. We can keep giving all the recommendations, and you know the classmates give really good advice on the comments too. So that's part of the community. If you're liking us, if you're following us, if you're giving reviews, you help grow the community, and then everyone's helping everybody out, and that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Last week, I said, say hi to someone, and y'all did.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Look at that.
But you know what? I was reading, and I was like, it's like, hi. That was awesome. That was incredible. You can say more than hi. You can say where you from.
Hey, they breaking the ice. Icebreaker.
That's why I'm guiding.
Okay.
I'm giving them icebreakers.
Okay.
Hey, where you based out of? Oh, I'm from Barbados. Cause I don't know what's popping in Barbados. I feel like we popping in Barbados.
I
all right.
know.
I ain't never been to Barbados, but I feel like we got I feel like we got Bayesian family.
I know.
You know, just
them
check
out.
in. What's going on with you? Hey, what you think of this story? Oh, interesting take. I saw it that way. Also, this is for our YouTube fam. There is the community tab, and I definitely never said this before. There's a moderator. I just never told her she's a moderator.
Oh.
Yeah. Jilly Bean, you are a moderator in the community where there are now 2 posts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Thank you for watching this episode. Another All Ask the Black Kids. Who knows when we'll do it again?
That's right.
Take us out, Mrs. Sawyer.
Bye-bye.